All right, how's it going, everyone? Justin again. As always, thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. Grand opening of Harbor Freight out in Lebanon, Oregon. Really nicely set up. Really great job. 2 thumbs up to the whole crew for trying to get this stuff put together here right at the last week. I know there was at least 5 or 6 individuals that I caught yesterday that were just getting done, basically wrapping it up with one more crate to unload and a couple more shelves to restack. So they were hustling and bustling for sure. And it paid off and it shows. Look, very well lit room. Lots of LED lights. Really made a lot of their tools pop and stand out. Was digging a lot of the Hercules stuff that I saw. Some of the stuff, especially, like I said, for roofing that I've been doing lately. We're heading on down here during the welding department, the cutoff department that they have for other construction tools. Just kind of scoping the whole thing out, checking it out. They have a blower there. That one looks pretty familiar, doesn't it? I think I had one made by KD Tools that I used for the automotive shop, and that came in handy for some AC performance checks. The heat guns, little tiny leaf blowers and handheld carrying ones that you could take up on the roof for you for small jobs, gutter cleaning. Grinders and cutoff wheels. These things are also used all the time in roofing. Really liked the Hercules grinder when I had it. Would recommend it to just about anybody. Didn't have any issues with it. That cordless grinder was a beast. Checking out the pry bar section. Just kind of seeing if they're going to drop the Icon pry bars. Didn't see them. Was looking for a shingle roofing hammer. Didn't see that either, but that's okay. Just kind of taking a peek and seeing what they do got. They did have some bags, so if you guys are looking for bags for construction, they looked pretty tough, durable, and comparable to that of Husky. I was looking at the knee pads. I actually grabbed these at first, and I ended up actually putting them back later and going with a different brand, but I'm sure you'll see that in today's video. But these were my first grab, for sure. I was looking at them. I was like, well, those are probably the ones that I want. There's a couple other pairs up there that we use on the job site. I ended up going with a different pair before I left the store, but I was happy with them today. Files, tape measures, speed squares, levels, all this stuff's important in construction and roofing. Going around the corner, just checking out other things here, looking at mechanic set, nailers, just seeing what they got kind of going on. Did see a couple of finished staplers and framing nailers. Didn't see any roofing nails. There seemed like some of the guns weren't on display yet. A bunch of air tools though up here. There's a nibbler up here that we use for cutting metal pieces of roof, so that's a handy tool to have. 1/2-inch impacts for automotive. Checking out the service carts. Pricing still the same pretty much as it is down in Yucca Valley. Only difference here in Oregon is no tax, no sales tax. So, good pricing and no sales tax. That all plays hand in hand really when it comes to saving a few bucks for sure. They also had a lot of inside track club deals. A lot of pricing on things that I saw that was dropped. Like here's a few right here. These things were $39.99, $44.99. See what I mean? Like they had some pretty good inside track prices for the grand opening, so that was good. But yeah, just kind of walking around, checking this whole place out. Like I said, it's brand new. It's day one open. We're here on the very first day that they opened. Pretty cool. I've never actually gone into a store day one of them opening, especially a Harbor Freight. So a tool store grand opening and me being here, that's all pretty cool, isn't it? I talk enough about Harbor Freight, so I think it's kind of cool to be there for a grand opening of at least one of their stores. There's the axle nut socket set I was looking for. At least this one's in Pittsburgh. I didn't see it anywhere else in any other store, so the fact they have it there is pretty awesome. I'll be looking back to that later. Look at the size of this monster compressor by Fortress. Pretty freaking huge and epic. Yep, creepers, stools, same old same. Got a little bit laid out differently than my store, but that's okay. Kind of in different areas. But I like it. I like how it's all put together. Cherry pickers and engine stands are all in one area. Here's a little bit of their off-road. You can see the back there, their wheels, dollies, ratchet straps. Kind of heading on down to the tarp part. We're getting pretty close to wrapping this video up. You can see this store isn't quite as large as the other store that we went into there in Albany. That Albany, Oregon store is monstrous. It's a huge store. It really is. This one still kind of hails over the Yucca Valley one. I do think this one is bigger than the Yucca Valley store, even still, but not nearly as big as the Albany store. So I ended up going with these Ranger knee pads. And these things work great today. It's a very good deal, $16. They were comfortable. I didn't have no issue. Worked for me when I'm hanging shingles, so I liked them. They worked out just fine. Kind of just making one more pass. Was thinking about getting just this one single bag. It's kind of like, I'm not sure. All right, so we left virtually unscathed. Virtually. Alrighty, right. So, Harbor Freight grand opening in Lebanon, Oregon. Way cool. They did a great job painting this place, by the way. A really great job. All right, so back at the Casa for now. But yeah, way cool walk around. Really enjoyed seeing that grand opening and being there for that. Looking forward to the continued adventure up here in Oregon. I still have a little bit of time up here. Working through some allergy stuff. You know, it's definitely a lot more pollen and hay and everything else up here than I have down in the desert. That's for sure. Also had a really good interview today at a manufacturing plant. So fingers crossed. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. That would be a really good career job right there. Working at a manufacturing plant full time. It's like 10, 12-hour shifts. So it's a rotating shift too, from my understanding, like 3 days on, 4 days off, 4 days on, 3 days off. So that would still give me time to go work construction or go maybe help out at the independent shop or something like that, and just kind of keep busy and plugging away at making some money and making as much as I possibly can. See if I can try to start this new chapter, turn my life around, trying to get, the wife and kids up here and just start plugging away at that savings, really. So it was a solid interview. I think I'd be a good fit. I think it's going to work out really well. Should get a call here within the next few days to a week. So looking forward to that. For right now, yeah, just continuing doing some roofing work. Been enjoying that, you know what I mean? Probably go to the shop here and finish up that muscle car engine here pretty soon. It's all kind of, slowly but surely forward motion. As I sit here and ponder, and I get it, everyone's got their, own opinions, and they got their own bleh that they want to leave on the feed as far as comments go, really. And look, at the end of the day, it's my life, okay? It's my life. You guys are here for the ride, pretty much, right? I film it, you see it, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I've seen certain suggestions in the comments, and sometimes I've taken certain suggestions, and there's other suggestions in the comment that I don't even look at twice, okay? It's pretty much it in a nutshell. Getting a CDL and trying to do that, it's not for me. I've already mentioned it numerous times. It's not for me. I'll straight up fall asleep. I don't like driving long trips. I'll freaking pass out and be a danger to everybody around me. So no. Short trips, couple hours here and there, that's fine. That's about it. So, I know what it is that I'm looking for and what it is that I'm willing to do, and I'm willing to try different things. That's the other thing too, that everyone say, well, just forget about fishing and forget about oil rigs if you can't even do timber cruising. You don't know. Have you done timber cruising? Have you done it? Get the fuck out of here. Give me a break. Look, man, I'm willing to try stuff. That's the biggest thing, okay? I'm willing to try. I really did think that the law enforcement thing was going to work out. I've got a clean-ass record. There is no reason why that couldn't have worked out except for my piss poor credit. So it is what it is at the end of the day. I've got bad credit and bad debt. If I get all that stuff straightened out, you don't think I might be able to take another run at it? But for right now, it's not in the cards. So I got to figure something else out. On to the next thing. You know what I mean? I tried down there. A lot of people, there's lots of people making a living down there. You should be able to find something. No. There's retail, there's fast food. That's it. There's one dealership and a few mom and pop shops. That's it. We don't have industrial buildings, manufacturing plants. We don't have farms. We ain't got refineries. We don't have wood chipping things. We don't have seed mills. We don't have sawmills. We don't have any of that stuff. Nothing. It's a desert. They had solar going on for a little while, and guess who worked the solar field for a few months? I did. So, look, when it was there, it was there. When it wasn't, I went to something else. You know what I mean? I couldn't find a job turning a wrench. I was on a tow truck for almost a year before that happened. You know what I mean? So, look, I appreciate a lot of the shared convo. It is getting a little bit annoying, people telling me that I sound different or that I look different. I don't know what the hell y'all are doing or what your trip is. I feel like I sound fine. I have a little bit of allergies. My nose is clogged. So if that's the case, yeah, well, I got hay fever. So it is what it is. But god dang. I had one person that said maybe I'd have a better chance getting a job if I just changed my face. How freaking rude is that? Like, what the hell? Thanks. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Ay, ay, ay. At any rate, look, man, like I said, at the end of the day, it's my life. It's my life to live. It's my life to figure out, you know. My family, they're taken care of. Everyone is taken care of as far as my family is concerned. And me taking this jump up here to Oregon, believe me, this was feast or famine, fucking last resort. I have to make a move. And I was willing to try something. Anything different than what it was that I was doing, which was waiting for applications to get answered and possible interviews. And why I kept going back to automotive, well, because that's something that I'm really familiar with, and I didn't expect it would take too long to try to get a job doing it again. I don't mind wrenching from time to time. Look, especially working on hot rods and stuff like that. I'm over at a really laid back, you know, independent shop. That, whatever, you know, that's fine. It's that constant daily grind, that warranty turnover, fast as fast can be stuff, and why isn't your production above 100%? You know, a lot of that stuff burnt me out. Look, my cousin's been doing it for about 10 or 11 years, and he's kind of getting burnt out of it too. I think there's a handful of techs that actually get burnt out of this industry because sometimes they don't get paid what they're worth, really. There's too many people out there now with YouTube that say, well, that's so easy, I can freaking do it. And then they do it, or they don't do it, or they just want to complain about pricing. So go ahead, complain about it. But at the end of the day, it's still a skill. You know what I mean? The only skill that nobody can really take away from anybody is being a doctor. You don't go, cough, cough, I'm sick, what's wrong with me? Doctor tells you what's wrong, and you go, you're full of crap, you know. My uncle had that, and I don't think I've got that, so yeah, I don't believe you. Why'd you ask the doctor to begin with? Stuff like that don't make no sense. Any rate, look, man, I miss my family for sure. No, I didn't want to be this far away from them or my daughter, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to start a new chapter, and Albany, Oregon has been my home away from home. You know, I might have stepped away from here for 12 years, but you know, just being back up here in my old town, that's welcoming. That's welcoming. I have my friends back. I've got, you know, different places that I know that I could go and check out and get work. There's tons of work up here. I made that phone call and boom, had a phone call within a few hours. I made the application. I submitted the application, phone call within a few hours. So, you know, yeah. Applications down in Yucca Valley weren't like that. You'd be waiting 6 months, 8 months, and hear nothing. So, and it's for, like I said, fast food and retail. That's all we have down there. So, if I could have made something work out of Yucca, I would have. It didn't happen. I'm here, and I'm making it happen. So, you're along for the ride. You're along for the ride. If I decided to go to Kodiak and try fishing and get my butt kicked at it, that's what I decide to do. So, don't you worry about me. Okay, let me worry about me. You guys just sit back and enjoy the show as you always have, because I appreciate you. I appreciate your viewership. And I'm sure at some point here, we'll probably have a TGIF Friday and throw back some brews or something like that. But for right now, I'm here. I'm going to make the best of it. I'm going to make the most of it. I'm going to work my butt off to try to make as much money as I can so I could try to get my family up here one way, shape, or another. So that's all I got for this video, guys. Look, Thanks as always for watching my channel. We will see you next time. Cheers and deuces.